So where do I go to find some larger trout in southeast Louisiana without going to Matagorda Bay, wherever the heck they catch those huge Texas trout? I don't know, guys. You're pretty lucky over there. But I haven't seen any trout worth talking about for, I don't know, a couple of months. Well, I saw some over on the west side of the Mississippi River over by Leeville, Grand Isle area, but since the Bonacari's been out of the east side of the river, the Bonacari River water, I haven't seen any trout over there that very much to get excited about. It's a lot of throwbacks, and when you do catch keepers, there is less than 14 inches, a lot of times between 12 and 13 inches. So thinking, where could I go tomorrow that would give me a chance at catching some bigger fish? I'm looking at the Lake Pontchartrain Basin Hydrocoast map, and this is a salinity map. So I've been fishing, around this area, kind of out along the edges here. Some up in here. This area has been really fresh from all the river water. So I'm probably going to stay away from there. The East Point of Lahash that was very good the last couple of summers is kind of a bust this year. But if I look at this area, you see these. The yellow and the red are the highest salinity. Blue is low salinity, but you can see that even getting into the Wrigley's here, we're seeing like 6 ppm, but definitely a lot of salty water coming in this way. And there's salty water through this area too. It didn't mean that there were nice trout there though. That was not synonymous with big trout. So if you think about it, I know there's been some nice trout being caught out in the Chandelier Islands and way out there, so I'm pretty sure a lot of the larger trout, they went out there to the Barrier Islands or maybe rigs out beyond that, and that's where they've been hanging out instead of closer up because of the river water. But I've pretty much gone out as far as I'm going to go into Brenton Sound, following the Murgo channel out. Probably not going to go farther out that way. And if you look at this map, you see that actually the higher salinities up in this area in Mississippi Sound. So that's an interesting thought. Do I want to fish this area? It's a bit of a run out there. We'll go over here to Google Earth. So for instance, if I were to launch here at La France, if I run out from La France and then run across Mississippi Sound, if I go out here by Illapete, it's about a 19-mile run there, which isn't too bad if it's not rough. And of course, and then if I run, going down the coast here, it's a few more miles to get around there. So let me see what the winds are going to be like tomorrow. I'm going to use this wind finder site. So right now it's pretty light winds. Looks like around the 8-knot speed from the southeast. So this would be the area. So let's see, about overnight tonight gets even stiller and it switches around to the north. So by 7 a.m. we're still around the 8-knot winds from the north. So if I come out La France and I shoot across toward Illapete, going to be going crosswind, and it's going to be a light wind, so the waves are probably going to be less than 2 feet going across there, so that doesn't seem like it'd be an issue. Let's see how it gets during the rest of the day. Gets even stiller by 1 p.m. Whew, all I can think there is hot. Hot, hot, hot. It's been so hot. That is going to be brutally hot at 1 p.m. tomorrow. No wind. I'm sure the heat index is going to be over 100. It'll be brutal out there. Probably means there won't be much fishing going on after 1 o'clock as well. But that may not be a bad run. We can easily get out there, get back, no issues with bad weather. There isn't any rain in the forecast. And we're definitely going to be in high salinity water, so might find something out there. Something that's not just a foot long. Well, come along, we'll see what happens. Good morning. Welcome along. We are at an island in the Mississippi Sound. It's a still morning, just like the forecast. And it's incredible out here. There's some big fish, a lot of big fish swirling around. If they're jacks or redfish. I've started throwing a bone-colored she-dog, and David's on a cork. Nothing's hit us yet, but it is gorgeous out here. What a great morning to start. So I think we are going to blow this island. It's been beautiful, but I think there's big gar around here. That's what's been making the disturbances. And we are not after gar. We're after speckled trout as usual. So we're going to head toward LPBF. Yeah, well, we were blowing the island heading for LPBF. Stopped at this last point, and David hooked into a monster bull red, probably for sure. Oh, watch out. Better get the net. There you go. Yeah, first fish of the day. Huge one. 26. Up to 20, yeah, maybe 30. Oh yeah. Bruiser to start the day. Trout. Yeah. There are trout here. Okay, putting our rods away for sure this time. Getting out of here.
Your tongue somewhere, don't know what to say. Stop and run around, oh you act like a kid. I am not your mama, just admit what you did.
That might be a trout. It's not running. Oh yeah. Oh my. Okay. That's the trout we have been looking for. So I think we made the right call coming out here. We haven't seen that size of trout since we came back from fishing the west side of the river.
Oh, look at this.
Oh. That's working. Cork is bringing him in. There's one. Oh, this is a nice fish. Yeah. Maybe I will stay on this one. Decent trout. There we go, tight line matrix shad and a 1/4 ounce. So we're on a channel. There's a little cut that goes through the island and it's letting water flow through here. So we have a nice current out there beside the boat. And the fish are hanging in there, whether you catch them on a cork or tight line. And there is a bunch of bait in here. I see pogies, I see shrimp popping, mullet jumping, a few ladyfish. Ladyfish maybe?
No, it had a tail.
To a cork. Well, these are probably pogies.
Okay, so what would you choose?
Fine.
That one good.
Fine, I'll do.
What would you do?
I would do the white one.
That's what we used last time. Sounds good, John.
Yeah, it's not a huge one, I don't think, but. So we had a long period of productivity there in a channel with corks. So there were a lot of menhaden schools running this current line. I think they were feeding in there. You could see the current, you could see busy water, and that was what has changed now. The bite is pretty much stopped there, but the busy water is stopped, and there aren't the schools of the minnows like we had during that productivity time. But we had probably an hour of really fast action. So it's time to change up. We may just go look for more schools of active menhaden. See if we can find trout around those.
All right.
Fish.
All right.
Small one, I think, but
Man,
it's actually probably a keeper.
sure looks like it.
Yeah, that's a nice fish.
That is nice. Glad to see that off the rig. We hadn't done that since Leeville.
Yep. So that is a new development. Lost the trout in the shallower water. Came to a rig in 7 foot of water. It's about the second cast. So yeah, that matrix shad ultraviolet. Definitely one of my favorite colors in swim bait. Looked good. Bait are jumping behind me off the rig. It's because the rig would cause turbulence, so it's swirling, picking.
There we go. Now that was interesting.
There you go.
That was interesting.
Yeah, so
You weren't even moving your lure.
that
I
was
know
a little
the
bit.
current was doing it, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, but that was, we've moved to the back,
Yeah.
the down current side of the rig.
Yep.
And just working off the back here, letting it This drift with the current maybe moving it a little bit. Yeah, so this part of the rig, let's see, there's your main rig. Current's coming from the other side of the rig, comes through here. So the weakest current flow over here at the end where it gets the most current break. And given how strong this tide is, I think that is something the trout are looking for, just a little bit of a break from the current and a break from the heat. So they get some 7-foot depth to lay in, and there's also bait around the rig here, so seems like an ideal place for them. I'm glad we spent some time thinking about where to go today. Prep. There's nothing quite as valuable as prep time.
Hey, this is a shout out for Caitlin and Grayson up in Indiana. I hope you guys are doing well and your mom and dad are settling in. Having a good day of fishing. Miss you guys, and enjoy your school year that you're in now. Take care.
So hey, give it a thumbs up if you liked it, and subscribe to the channel if you want to, and you haven't and you aren't already a subscriber. And I'll see you in another week or two.